Madam Macy Ametimeso is the MD CEO of Macy Divine Properties Limited, and she is also the coiner of Banana Highland of Port Harcourt. Yes, she named that location Banana Highland of Port Harcourt, a location that has been making buzz all over social media, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Madam, what actually inspired that name?
Well, actually, 2020, when that location came on board, and that inspiration just came. I look at the land, it's a table, dried land, but not surrounded by water. And I gave it Banana Island because the place is high.
So, you've been an inspiration to the new generation of women too, and you have also inspired them to rise boldly and take their place. How long have you been in the industry? And I also remember that you were part of the Gulf Estate story.
Okay, I started 24 years ago. I wouldn't want to go back to what really transpired while we were in Abuja when I started the business. And when I came to Port Harcourt, the first place I started is Gulf Estate. I can't forget a man that put me under pressure, that was calling me consistently. And I was actually angry with him for putting me under pressure. I never knew that that pressure was going to produce something wonderful for me. So we started Gulf Estate, and it was like a child play. Naturally, I'm a risk taker. People were skeptical to go in, but I was buying without looking back because I had the backing of the community, and I wasn't scared. I wasn't afraid. And you can see what has happened right now. I think we were buying it very, very cheap then. I was the first woman that built in front of Gulf Estates, and a lot of people see me as a strong encourager. And after seeing me building, all of them became encouraged to build. I sold a lot of properties in front of Gulf Estates, and even in front of Reef Court. I sold almost 80 or 70% in front of Reef Court and Gulf Estate. I was the first woman that built in front of Gulf Estate.
What actually inspired your real estate journey?
Okay, behind every glory there is a story. I was a victim of forceful eviction. I decided to organize a program for widows and orphans in the barracks in Abuja. My husband is of the Navy. He was a Navy officer. And all of a sudden, the program was aired on national news, NT and AIT. And before I knew what was happening, I was asked to lead the barracks just because I was seen on television distributing food items to widows and orphans. I actually felt as if I was in another world because I was a nursing mother and I was disgraced out of the barracks. And well, all things worked together for good. I left the barracks and I was somewhere, and to the glory of God, my husband just came up that we should relocate to Port Harcourt. Because as at that time, I was like, where am I going to start from? How am I going to start from? Where? How? But I just had to obey my husband. And we all came down to Port Harcourt, and the journey of real estate started heavily. My passion for real estate became strong. And I made up my mind, and I told myself that shame, that disgrace that I suffered must produce wonder. So today, we are no longer talking about two-bedroom flats anymore. Rather, we are the one providing housing solution to people in the right way.
So, what is your advice to developers, realtors, and all real estate lovers?
Okay, that is a wonderful question. I want to say that real estate and to all lovers of real estate, all the renters, there's a level to which you can go in life without integrity. The reason why we are succeeding is transparency and integrity. And I want to urge each and every one of you to please have some level of integrity so that you can go far in life, because the reason why we are raising our shoulders and why we are shining is because of our clients. Let the interest of our clients be very, very paramount and important. We try as much as possible in Macy Divine Property not to build our success on people's pain. We cannot imagine our clients, they are feeling bad and we are smiling to the back. No, bank, that is not the assignment. The desire and the assignment is that as many connected, related, and associated with us that has come to do business with us should be happy. And it is also our desire that we should also protect their investment and let them, have that feeling of satisfaction that they are doing business with us. So as much as you can, try as much as possible to make everybody around you happy. God bless
So is that why your name has been all over Port Harcourt real estate industry? Because I remember that when I started marketing your products, before I could say jack about your name, virtually all my clients were already aware of you. And I was wondering, because we are not even on social media, and you don't even have your signages anywhere, but every other investor knows about you. That's kudos to you, ma'am. Thank you for your time today. We appreciate you being around.
I appreciate it.